I just say what a lovely, polite audience you were? Didn't hear a single swear word there, did you?
So far.
Not one. So far, they're doing good.
Mind you, they were swearing in the queue outside.
Well, it seems like swearing is becoming more and more commonplace. Bruno Tonioli. Well, basically, he said another word for bull's testicles on Strictly 2 weeks ago. Plus, one of the Radio 4 news presenters said... He said that word live on air earlier this week. Is this really how people talk, Gloria Hunniford?
Well, I was brought up in a household where my dad ruled the roost anyway, you know, macho Ireland and everything. And he said to us when we were very young, there were 3 children, he said, look, if you swear in this house, I will put you out. So we grew up, he never swore.
You out of the house?
Put out of the house. And so one night, I can't use the word sadly on air, but I didn't think at the time it was a swear word.
What did it sound like?
It sounded a bit like digging. Anyway, so I said, oh, that digging thing. And he said, sorry? And I was stupid enough to repeat it, and he just went out. And truthfully, he put me out of the house, and I just washed my hair, and my mum was going, oh, she'll get a death of cold, don't put her out, don't put her out. But of course, all I did was to go to a neighbour's house and sat there until he allowed me to come back in. So it was absolutely taboo. However, I have to say, I try not to swear on a daily basis in the house. When I get angry, watch out. Watch out. And my poor husband, actually, he looks at me shocked when I use quite a lot of very obscene words.
I can't imagine that.
I do if I get angry.
Gloria Hunniford
I know.
I love that sentence. I use a lot of very obscene words. Gloria Hunniford.
In a way, I think makes it more powerful.
Yeah.
Because I would, if you swore at me, I'd be, oh, I've really upset Gloria. Whereas if you were to swear at me, I'd just...
No, I love you.
Because I live with an inveterate swearer. My husband, he's...
That swear word.
He says...
I don't know what that means. Does that mean old? Is that like a veteran swearer? Lots. OK.
Habitual.
OK.
And he says all of those words all the time, like, and... Like, he says them as if it's and the.
OK.
It's just part of, you know... And so when we had our youngest, I had to really sort of say, don't he still does, but I always pull him up on it because you know, and she just always says, oh, Mum, I know those words. I've heard them before. I go, yes, but when your parents are doing it in front of you, it's condoning it. I know you know the words, but we should not use them in front of you.
I think it's giving it a sense of context, isn't it? I think, you know, you have to...
Thank you.
You're very good. We get lots of applause today.
Dreading what I've got to say.
Just thinking. I don't know how you manage for an hour. Hold all in. I mean, it's funny you say that about your dad. My dad was very similar. I remember my mum saying that she once swore in front of my dad and he didn't speak to her for 2 days.
Really?
Because he, you know, he worked in factories and this sort of thing. He's a man's man, but he didn't think that men should swear in front of ladies. He didn't think that, you know, ladies should swear. And as we've got older, he has relaxed a little bit now. We'll say a dirty joke to each other and there'll be a swear word in it. But I'm obviously, my kids are a lot younger, so, you know, try not to swear in our house. Occasionally, if one does slip out, if you stub your toe or something, it's quite hard to, you know, fiddlesticks. To hold it in, but yeah, it teaches them time and context.
When my grandchildren swear, I have to say I am a bit shocked, and sometimes I say...
We should point out they are 18 and 20.
It's true. No, they're not 5 and 6. No, you're absolutely right. But teenagers, I find these days, do actually just swear, as you say, habitually, a bit like your husband. And you know, I only see them on I'm not on a limited basis, but I'm not seeing them every day. So I feel as if I can't come down too hard, but I do say and a language, but then you see if I get a bit annoyed and I let one slip, then they're at me.
I've got some comments already coming in. People love a good swearing chat, don't they? Naomi, I swear far too much and in front of my children. My mum swore in front of me and my siblings with the rule, you do as I say, not as I do. It's funny, isn't it? Because my mum and dad... Well, my dad did swear. My dad is an actor, so he does... And I know this is an awful thing to say, but I do think actors swear really well. Because they punch it in, and it's really... My dad would, you know, be telling a story, and then he'd bring it in such a great way that I was a bit sort of in awe of his wonderful swearing. My mum never swore at all in front of us, and in fact, washed my sister's mouth out with soap. Yeah. And I remember us all being really shocked. We were all standing at the door, not like it. Now, my eldest sister is the worst swearer you've ever met, so it didn't work. Now, I swear, and I've spoken about this before, and I'm not proud of it. I am ashamed of it. I do swear in front of my children because I can't always control myself.
Yeah.
But I have got 2 little Saffies who are disgusted with swearing, would never swear and keep their rooms tidy, which I think is all because I swear.
Okay. So it's like reverse psychology in a
well,
way.
I didn't plan it that way, but I think that's what's happened by accident. And then my mum said she was driving Maddie somewhere yesterday, and my mum swore, and she went, "Oh, I'm so sorry, Maddie." She went, "Oh, Betty, I am much worse."